Greetings again, stadium lovers. Yes, it's me, your boy, the Stadium Geek, and I'm here in beautiful and warm St. Louis to visit Busch Stadium, the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Once again, it's an honor and a blessing for me to be able to visit yet another stadium location, and I hope you enjoy all my videos. And if you like this one, just go ahead right now. Click that like button. And again, to make sure that you're notified of my future uploads, click the subscribe button. So yes, it's a beautiful day for a ball game, beautiful day to visit another stadium. So as usual, I'm going to start out with the exterior, see what things look like at this beautiful facility. So let's go, let's take a look.
The exterior of the stadium, which is the third home of the St. Louis Cardinals to carry the Busch Stadium name, has an attractive red brick exterior. The walls form a neat square around the facility, with 3 of the 4 corners adorned with classic arched openings and the stadium name crowning the corners. This south side is entirely gated off for access, and Interstate 64 runs immediately adjacent to it, so there's not much to check out here. Busch Stadium is located in downtown St. Louis, but in an area not overly dense with retail or residential buildings. In particular, this side directly across from the stadium is primarily ground-level parking. Here at Gate 3 is where I come across the first of many statues. It is of legendary Cardinal outfielder and first baseman, Stan the Man Musial. The huge 10-foot 8-inch statue sits on an 8.5-foot tall pedestal and was originally dedicated outside of the previous Busch Stadium in 1968 and relocated here after the opening of this stadium in 2006. As I arrive at the northwest corner of the stadium, I come across the main team store, as well as 10 more statues of St. Louis baseball legends, all but one of which were dedicated at and relocated from the previous Busch Stadium. Pitcher Bob Gibson, a second statue of Stan Musial, right fielder Enos Slaughter, second baseman and manager Red Schoendienst, left fielder Lou Brock, pitcher Dizzy Dean, infielder and manager Roger Hornsby, St. Louis Browns first baseman and manager George Sisler, Negro League St. Louis Stars player James Cool Papa Bell, shortstop Ozzie Smith, and the first and only statue dedicated at the current Busch Stadium, catcher Ted Simmons. The Clark Street area to the north is the most dense and active area around the stadium, thanks to the huge dining and entertainment district, Ballpark Village. The village is located in the footprint of the previous Busch Stadium, with its home plate and infield represented in their original locations. One of the feature spots here is Sports and Social St. Louis, a sports bar, restaurant, and gaming venue. The facility called Cardinal Nation is another village hotspot. It houses the Cardinal Hall of Fame and Museum, Cardinals Nation Restaurant and Bar, and the Cardinals Authentics Shop. And on the street side, it contains the Hoffman Brothers rooftop. And next to Cardinal Nation is the FanDuel Sports Network Live Entertainment Marketplace and the Budweiser Brewhouse Restaurant. FanDuel section is a huge entertainment spot with world-class audio and video presentation, including a 40-foot diagonal video screen over a stage, as well as more bars and eating options, all housed under a 100-foot-long translucent retractable roof. And continuing east to the end of Ballpark Village is the open-air patio venue called Ava Garden Bar, and the Salt Plus Smoke restaurant that features the best of St. Louis barbecue. And finally, in the rear of the village is premium parking, additional access to village establishments, and a giant replica World Series trophy. Meanwhile, on the stadium side of Clark Street, I come across my final statue of the day, legendary Cardinals radio broadcaster Jack Buck. In the sidewalk adjacent to the stadium, this side features personalized bricks purchased by fans. It also includes 100 historical tiles that provide short descriptions of memorable moments in Cardinals history. Otherwise, this area doesn't feature much, with more ground-level parking across the street. I was already hungry when I entered the stadium, so I decided to grab a quick bite before I started looking around. One of the items from my list of potential meals was from Broadway Barbecue. It was the St. Louis barbecue nachos, with pulled pork dressed with barbecue sauce and topped with Monterey Jack cheese sauce, jalapenos, and banana peppers. After I ate, I decided to go straight upstairs to get my first looks of the field. On the way up this particular escalator, I noticed that the manual American League out-of-town scoreboard from the previous Busch Stadium is mounted here. As usual, it's good to get a first look at a well-maintained and interesting ballpark, especially during the daytime. Just like most of the ballparks built since the early 90s, there's interesting quirks, angles, and design features that make things stand out. I'll start off my usual upper-level views in the right field corner, which has changed a little since I first visited in 2012. 3 full sections of seating were removed there in 2019 to create what is now the Budweiser Terrace, a nice open gathering spot with lounge seating and standing areas, with open bars and a performance stage below in the Concourse area. It's a general admission area available for anyone in the stadium to enjoy. Back here at the uppermost row behind home plate is a good place to observe different areas. In left field, I see a section called Big Mac Land, which was named in honor of Cardinal slugger Mark McGwire during his home run record chase in 1998. Here we see the Cardinals Nation and Budweiser Brewhouse that I checked out earlier, with their rooftop seating in full view, as well as the left field bleachers and Cardinals bullpen. Just beyond these, in the distance you see the old St. Louis County Courthouse, the site of several cases in the 1800s that shaped the course of American history. And of course, you also get a view of the famous St. Louis Arch, which at 630 feet tall is the tallest memorial in the United States, and the tallest arch and stainless steel monument in the world. As I move from this spot toward third base, the upper seating is interrupted by an open plaza that I'll check out next. The open upper-level plaza situated behind third base is a gathering spot with food and drink options and a nice view of the field and the St. Louis skyline. From here, I get a look at two premium areas in center field, the Scott Credit Union MVP deck and the Coca-Cola rooftop deck. With an all-inclusive ticket, you get outdoor seating, a buffet, beer, and a soda. Next to those on the right field side of center field is the scoreboard patio, which is also adorned with the retired numbers of past Cardinal stars. As is typical with most ballparks, as I move deeper into the upper outfield seats, there's at least a 30-foot section of the outfield that is obstructed. And moving to the further section out shows just how much outfield I lose when I peek past the railing. I also get a nice overhead view of the Ford Plaza, the lower outfield concourse area that I'll check out when I get back downstairs. Most of the upper deck concourse is outdoors and has a healthy variety of food and beverage choices. The lower concourse is also very spacious and mostly under the grandstands, but with ample exterior light entering through wall and ramp openings. And of course, there are plenty of food options available. Ford Plaza is another open-air gathering spot located at the Outfield Lower Concourse area. Part of this plaza contains the Family Pavilion, which has a variety of activities for kids of all ages. The area is free to access, but there is a fee to participate in some of the games and activities.
Hey, lemonade! Here, lemonade!
It's 7-inning stretch time. Time to set and take the out ball game. When unforgettable moments happen, we honor them with a tip of the cap. And today, Coca-Cola is tipping the cap to the best fans of baseball. Let's hear you nice and loud as we love on the stadium organ by Wayne Hilton.
Find files where you send like that one. They were charging them and moving in and out of jail fees, like they were doing for jail fees. Never paid anyone. They charged $6 grand.
Here are the totals from today's game for Toronto: 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher, Spencer Turnbull. Gabriel Rodriguez against the State. The Cardinals 2-1, 7 hits, 1 error. Losing pitcher, Matthew Liquid. Cardinals hit the road for a while.
Okay, so we've reached the end of yet another game that I was blessed to see. Cardinals didn't finish up too well. They wound up losing to the Blue Jays 5-2. So this is the third game out of 4 that I've seen so far this year where the home team has lost. And I hope I'm not a jinx, but if so, that's just the way it goes. Most importantly, I got a chance to see Busch Stadium once again. Beautiful facility. I got a chance to remember kind of what I saw, I believe 12 years ago was when I came here for the first time. It's a little bit different. They made some renovations that I think did it well. So if you have a chance, if you're in St. Louis, make sure you come down here to check them out. They do a good thing at entertaining the fans and making you feel comfortable. As always, if you like what I put together today, click that like button. And of course, as always, click the subscribe button as well so you can be notified when I make my next uploads. So once again, this is the Stadium Geek, and I will catch you at the next stadium.